Alright everybody, welcome back. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2011. We're on day one of Fourballs. Four-ball play is a match in which each member of a two-man team plays their own ball. The team whose player has the lowest score on that hole wins the hole. Should players from each team tie for the best score, the hole is halved. You are no longer allowed to change your team's pairings. Okay. It's going to be me and Woods against Montgomery and Goosen. McElroy mediate versus Peterson and Weekly. Kim and Furyk against Weir and Kerr. Singh and Scott against Doherty and Clark. So yeah, sorry for the massive delay in this and the other two games I'm playing, but once PGA Tour 2K25 came out, I played it the entirety of the early access weekend, the entirety of the next weekend, and then
hello and welcome to one of the most exciting and unique events in golf. It's the Ryder Cup. I'm Kelly Tillman for EA Sports, and with me is Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah, I forget that the commentary keeps going up for some reason. That doesn't save.
Scott, the course looks awesome.
But
fired up.
Yeah, and then this weekend, I played it on Saturday.
Play a little best ball with your buddies down at the club, and par is probably a good score. That might not do it out here today. I'm looking for a ton of birdies.
And then Sunday, I actually went and played golf, so I didn't have time to play anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome world number one from
And actually, it was the first time out this year. I went to the range on Saturday. And was hitting things pretty good on the range, trying to get back a feel, because I was hitting a little bit in the house, you know, swinging the club and everything, but not really. You don't know where anything's going. You're hitting off of a mat, so it's kind of like, And wedges were really good. Irons were really good. The wind was into to me a little bit on the range, so the yardages were a little skewed. My long irons were surprisingly, like, I was hitting the 5-iron really good on the range. 4 hybrid was really good. The 3 hybrid is the only club I actually didn't hit very well. Yeah, because even the 3 wood, which is the club that I just don't use because I just don't feel comfortable with it. 191 to 5. 10 mile an hour into us though, so we'll hit the 4.
Kelly, this one looks good.
And I was actually hitting the 3 wood good on the range, and hit the driver really well as well. Then went and was putting for a little bit. Was really happy with the way I was striking the ball with the putter. And the wind was so bad, I was thinking about maybe walking 9 or 18, but the wind was so bad, it was freezing. So I came home, made a tee time for the next day, around 10:15 in the morning. Now, unfortunately, it was still high 30s. Ooh, look at that. I don't even need to putt. Thank you, Tiger.
Scott, looks like the
You control the swap, you can take control of any... Oh yeah, that's right, we can do this. So everybody's all square. We'll just keep it with us. We'll see what they do. But, yeah, so it was pretty cold. And... to sum it up, I am very surprised with how well I played with my first round of the year. So I shot a 77, so a 5 over. Easily could have been better, but also easily could have been worse. Because, so, the first hole, which I usually pull my drive a little bit left on the first hole, dead straight in the middle. I was like, alright.
Should be up the left side.
This is closed, like it always is in this game.
With the next one.
But yeah, right in the middle, and because, you know, it's, God, not even 40, you know, the ball's not going so far, so drive was 260, so I mean, it's not bad. but I still had 200 left in, and with it being that cold, it's a little bit uphill. I decided to hit the 4 hybrid, which normally I'd hit that for around 220, and hit that. It was still a little short. Chipped up, missed the putt, so bogey there, par the next. Short par 4, bogey the par 3, and then the 4th hole, which is usually the second hardest hole. Yeah, I would say it's probably the second hardest hole for everybody.
What happens from this line.
Yeah, not much was happening from that lie. Tiger won the bunker too. I didn't even notice. I hit a hybrid off of the tee, hit it good, and I was. How far out was I? I was 185. But yeah, I was about 185. I think I was 185. I didn't have any marker for distance. Oh wow, 15 open. I think that's one of the only times I've ever had an open. But so normally that would be a 7. So I was like, let me take a 6. Because again, it's cold. And flew the green. So I had probably had about a 15-yard chip. Yeah. And this is a hole I was playing with 4 other guys on this hole because they were going to let me play the hole, and then they let me pass because I was the only person I was walking. And I caught up to them. I already passed the group that was behind them. And chipped it in front of everybody, and I was like, well, I don't know why I even brought my putter. That was just, one of those things where it's like, man. Alright, what do we have? A 68 to 84. We're about 45 yards. Okay. I guess it went the 84 route and not the other one. Not a horrible putt, all things considered. But yeah, chipped that in, and then had a good look at a birdie on the next hole. It's par 5. Unfortunately, missed that one. And my putting was good. It was just the greens, because of the wind, they were lightning fast. So if anything was downhill, you tap it, it runs by 6 feet.
Just a poor putt, Kelly.
What's the next? So a little funny thing. So the next hole, it's a shorter par 4, but it doglegs so far right that you have to hit, for me, either a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. And then you have around 150 out. So
it's neck and neck in this session.
One up, there, one up. Ooh. We'll keep going a little bit with us, see what the other two do. See if we can get to 2 up. And so I hit my 4 hybrid. I have to pee so bad at this point, and there's only a bathroom at hole 7. And this is hole 6, but it's the end of hole 7. I have to pee so bad. And there's houses all around on this course because, it's a public course. So it's very difficult to actually find. Oh, I was going to say, what a shot, but it's hit the fairway. All right, 8 miles into us, 205. We have 4 iron. I think this should be fine. And it's on, I guess the wind didn't do anything. So I hit it on the bottom of the club face, and it was just a low liner. No way to get it to the green. Well, I'm not going to say no way, because I was only about 10 yards from the green after my second shot. Went to the bathroom, found a tree, and was like, I have to cut the hell out of this ball and keep it low to get it to the green. So I take a 4 hybrid, choke all the way down to the bottom of the grip, open the club face up, feet left, club face right, and just try to sling it around. Ooh, what a putt, Tiger. And I did perfect. I mean, if I had another 10 yards in it, it would have been on the green. But come on. Oh,
Very
wow.
good putt from there.
But just chipped up, made the par. I was really
Good
happy
speed
with
on
that.
one. Birdie try.
Next is another par 5. Par that one.
Got it. For
Ah.
birdie.
Well, they got this one on us. Then we have the 8th hole, which is the par
Europe
3.
is now leading,
Oh
Scott.
no, the Europeans are winning 2 of them. We're still all square. So, oh, their match didn't even start yet. We'll keep going. Par 3. This to me is the hardest one. So you have a bunker front left, and that's the only real danger. It's 201 yards.
Another relatively
Wind a little bit into me, so I took a 5-iron because on this one, if the pin's in the back, which is where it was, so it was around 210 yards to the hole, which is my 5-iron, but like I said, it's cold. If the pin's in the back, you would rather be short than long, because when it's in the back, you only have you maybe have 4 feet usually of green to work with. You don't have much at all. Whereas if you're short, you got the entire green. Come on, Tiger, in the rough. So I took my 5-iron because like I said, I'd rather be short than long. And how in the world am I suddenly open now? Fairway. And so I have a natural draw. That's what I hit. But for some reason, I want to say 80% of the time,
found the green.
I aim like I'm just going to hit a straight shot because I'm dumb and don't learn my lesson. And I did it that's why I bogeyed the first par 3, because I aimed straight at it, drew it off the green. Didn't hit a great chip, but didn't realize it was going to roll so far. And, missed the putt.
Barely.
But this was the same thing. I aimed dead at the middle of the green, and it just drew. 162 is right there. All right, this should be fine.
My guess is this one lands on the
It just drew, left of the green,
easiest putt from there.
and chipped it up. Actually hit a really good chip. And I had an 8-foot par putt. I had the line. It was right edge. I mean, I did not hit this
No
ball
shame in
hard.
missing that putt.
And it wasn't really downhill. It was a pretty flat putt.
This for birdie.
And it went dead straight and
Solid putt from that far away.
6 feet past the hole. I mean, I'm telling you, when I say I tapped it, I tapped it.
For birdie.
But I did make the one back for a bogey. Yeah, so bogey save. I didn't mean to go 22.
Looking
I wanted to go
tie this one up and
35.
make par.
God damn it. And then the next hole, the 9th, which is the... Oh, Tiger. They're going to make me putt.
He rolls in the par
Which
putt.
is the hardest hole on the course. Because it's a long one where anybody who can hit it 260 or more with their driver, you can't hit a driver.
It's neck and neck in this session.
Alright, all square. They're one up, so we're good. And so, but again, because it's cold, a little bit of wind into us, I went ahead and just teed it up low, hit my driver, down in the fairway, exactly where you'd want to be, almost as far as you can go.
A real test
About
of
185 again. So I hit 7-iron. Or did I hit 6? No, I hit my 6-iron. And I hit it beautifully. But again, I aimed at the middle of the green, drew it left. And so I was off the green, not by much, only about a yard or 2. So it was hole high, so I had the perfect club. Chipped it, hit a really good chip, rolled by probably 8 to 10 feet, made the par putt. So I was like, all right, I'm playing well.
He'll be pleased with this.
At that point, I'm 2 over through 9 holes. bogeyed the first and the 2 par 3s, 3 and 8.
Nothing fancy here, just the old reliable. Fairway
And we go to 10. So 10 and 11, for some reason, I bogey those almost every time I play.
very poor effort there.
10's not too long of a par 3. It's a little bit up the hill. If the pin's on the left, you do have to draw it into the pin because there's an overhanging tree, which is, again, fine with me. And that's where the pin
About
was.
160 yards
It's
from here.
175, a touch uphill, so you say 180. $13 open, really? Not bad. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. And again, it's this. So this one, I made sure to aim a little right and play my draw, and I did. Unfortunately for this one, this is one of the only bad iron shots that I hit, and it was still struck well. I just pulled it, and so that draw drew even more. Or it started more left of where I wanted it to. And so it was off the green, and it was an impossible chip. It was one where it's like, if you have 10 attempts, you might get one close. What am I? Where's... I guess I can't put this.
For birdie.
Where it was a really tight lie. The pin is only probably 5 feet onto the green from where I was, because I was on the left side.
For par.
So you have to hit this onto the fringe with no speed and just let it roll out as much as it's going to roll out. It's the only thing you can do. Or you can try to really get under it and just
Europe is now
take it.
leading, Scott.
Oh, come on, you're up. We might have to go right here and try to get them back. Or over here, since they're only one. What is this one? And unfortunately, the chip just went a good ways by, like 10 feet by. I missed the putt back, so bogey that one. And 10, which is the longest par 5, 641 yards. I hit a good drive in the fairway. And then it doesn't matter what you do, you're not getting to the green. And so I probably had 350 yards still. And so I'm just going to take a drive, DOD. I'm going to use a DOD. Because I'm comfortable hitting that. I was aimed for the middle of the fairway. And you know what I did? Hit the best DOD you could ask for. Unfortunately, with this fairway, even if you hit the middle, it's going to bound to the left. So it's in the rough, and there's just a line of trees. It's not woods, there's just a line of trees in the left rough, and then probably another 15 yards to the left of that is the woods. So I'm like, awesome. I hit 2 amazing shots with the driver. Get unlucky with a bounce. And now you're put into an impossible situation. You know, you're probably not going to birdie because you really can't get to the green. You would have to hook it 70 yards, and I'm only 150 yards away.
Looking at 170 to the
So... What the hell?
Well, let's see
I
what
don't know.
this one
It looked like it was just so left. Oh my god, I didn't think it was going to be short. But, you know, the game doesn't know what it's doing. So, and the ball's way above my feet as well. But there is this little pathway straight to the pin. I have to keep it under all of the trees. And it's only probably about 5 to 7 yards wide from the tree. And so I'm like, okay, I don't think I can keep an iron low enough. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Where's 24 yards? I don't know. Screw it. I don't care. So I take my 4 hybrid, choke all the way down the bottom of the grip, and take a half swing to punch it out. And when I tell you, you could not have hit a better shot, believe me, you could not have hit a better shot. Really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying to myself too. How'd that not go in? The only thing was, there's a grate, you know, where the water funnels down to and everything. And there's these big rocks all surrounding it. If my ball had a few more inches, and I'm telling you inches of height, it would have gotten over. Hey, see, we won that one. Alright, so we'll keep here, try to win this one. And it hits the rock dead on, bounces 70 yards dead right across the fairway, and I pitch it. I'm short on the green, 2-putt bogey. It's like, come on, I could not get a break on that hole. If it's over those rocks, and I'm telling you, I only had a few inches.
Really ripped this drive.
It would have been on the green probably about anywhere between 15-20 feet from the hole. But anyway, what can you do, right? Just unlucky. And so I bogey those two. I'm 4 over at that point, and then I par the next one. Par the next one. And then I bogey the next hole. Bogey that one. And then I par my way home. Now, so there's there's 15. Hole 15, it's a 440?
That's definitely not gonna end up
440, something like
rounds of
that?
this golf course.
Yeah, it's about 440, but it's straight up the hill. And so I hit my drive, hit a really good drive, and I'm still 200 away from the pin. But again, it's uphill, so I'm like, all right, let's just say it's probably about 210.
Not too bad.
Because the pin's in the front, so, you know, up the hill, and it's pretty far up the hill. So it's probably about 210. So I take a 4 hybrid, and I have to get over a weeping willow. And I mean, I just hit it perfect. It ends up 12 feet right of the pin. Now, unfortunately, this is the hardest green on the course. No matter what, no matter where you are, unless you're a foot away, and even then, maybe, you're going to have like a 7-foot breaking putt.
Picture perfect swing right there.
And I had the break, but I didn't have the speed because I was afraid of hitting it way past. Because you hit it way past, you know, you're done. So, unfortunately, par that one. And then the next one is the second longest par 3. It's 194. Over water. Didn't really break. Over water. So I took a 6 just in case. You know, I took a little extra club. Because I usually take a 7. Because it's a little downhill. And it's for some reason on that hole, either it's more downhill than I think, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but my 7 goes 194 yards on that hole. When my 6 iron is around 185 to 190. So I don't know. Something about that hole. But anyway.
Europe is now leading, Scott.
Keep going here. And I make sure I aim for my draw. and it was perfect. I just needed another few more yards of draw. I'm on the green, got probably a 15-foot putt for birdie. Missed that one. Par it. And then 17 is the only bad drive I hit. Just laid it out to the right. Way overdrew the 7-iron that I hit. I mean, when you're talking to overdraw, this thing was like, well, it was 10 yards left, probably of the green. So I'm in a bunker, and the ball's way below my feet, to where I'm just thinking, if I don't skull this thing over the green 50 yards, I hit a good shot, you know. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to bogey this one at minimum, because what I'm thinking I'm going to do is probably chunk it, and it's, you know, just going to be on the green, and I'll have a 40-foot birdie par putt. But I hit an amazing bunker shot. It lands maybe like 2 feet before the hole and rolls up for a tap-in par. And I'm like, whoo, thank God. And then 18, par 5, hit a decent drive, high on the club face, so it didn't go the distance and went a little high. Hit a great layup with a 5-iron. Hit a fantastic lob wedge from 70, about 75. And then this one was like, come on, guys. Make your putts, so I don't need a putt. Alright, so up. Alright, we're all up. Me and Woods are 3 up. So what do we do? Do we try to get these guys one more, or do we go over here and try to get them level? Let's keep it here. And this one just broke a little bit more than I thought, so I missed it on the low side. Par for a 77, so it's like first time back, feeling good. You know, feeling good.
He's gonna like this one. Might love this one.
Might love this one. But yeah. And we're probably going to try to finish up this 2011 this coming weekend, because we have what is it, 4 or 5 more matches. Unfortunately, they just take so long. We haven't even been through 9 holes yet, and it's already been almost half an hour.
Sitting okay in the rough.
But yeah, we'll try to finish it this weekend. And then the other 2 games that I'm playing, Stalker, I'll probably finish that one as well, because I think I only have around 2 or 3 hours left of that game. I didn't realize how close to the end I was. And I was like, you know, let me see how many like chapters there are. And I looked it up, and it's like I only have, I think, a couple more missions. Oh, I thought that was going to go in the hole for a second.
Look at this shot. This is a thing.
But yeah, almost done with that one. So hopefully we'll finish up these 2 games. And then continue on with Fallout Tactics and, of course, PGA 2K25. Because I went crazy, you know, playing and recording 2K25, so I was publishing 2 videos a day for a little bit, and now I can finally get back to only 1. Ooh, we got lucky there.
Trying to save par here.
But yeah, because that one, you know, it'll consist... Can't tell if it's breaking.
Scott, looks like
Alright,
the
two
Americans are
up,
now
two
leading
up,
the session.
all square. Alright. Yeah, so they're through 9. I wish we could sim some of these. We'll see if we can get them up, and then we'll just go back to our people.
The second par 3 on the course presents a distinct challenge.
But yeah, on 2K25, so I have career mode, of course. Oh, come on, Furic. We got career mode. We've got ranked, which I haven't put a ranked out for a little while. How is it that short? And that's because I was in the process of recording a ranked one. First match, I was up and disconnected. I was like, fuck this. I'm not playing this right now. That pissed me off. Then you have ranked tours. I'm only recording the weeklies, so it's 1 4-round a week. And because TGC tours won't happen probably till the end of the month or something like that while they figure out what settings they want. All right. And what else? What else do I have on there? Is that it? Career, ranked tours. Yeah, and then when TGC Tours comes out, so we'll have 4 different types of videos for those.
Clean this one up and get your car.
But I won't need to go as crazy
He rolls into par 5.
now that you know, it's been a couple weeks
Up and down for par.
and I got lucky, and because I got one of the higher editions. All right, we're going back to our guy. I got one of the higher editions and got that early access. I was able to level up a lot before they nerfed everything to hell. That's still like, and you know it was 2K going, we need them to buy VC packs because they nerfed the VC and not the XP, even though they claim, well, people were leveling up too fast. Well, if they're leveling up too fast, you nerf the experience they're gaining, not the in-game currency they're making, when literally everything you do in that game involves that currency. You want to buy clothes, equipment, whatever? Currency.
This is heading
You want to play in some of the tournaments? Currency. You want to level up your guy? Currency. You want to respec? Currency. So, blatant cash grab by 2K, and I knew at some point they were going to do something like that. Like I said, my only fear was the microtransactions and adding in anything pay to win.
This makes the green. I'll eat my
And
hat
unfortunately,
and
both
your
of them
house.
sort of technically did come true, because 2K nerfed the shit out of how much money you get, so it leads some people who don't want to grind like hell into maybe buying VC. And then you have shot types that are going to be in the battle pass or the clubhouse pass. Now the good thing is the actual shot type itself is in the free one. Completely fine. That didn't reach, huh? Didn't reach. How am I 15 yards short? But all the boosts you get for it are in the paid clubhouse pass. And I have all the boosts for it, because again, I got the edition that gives you you get the 5 clubhouse passes, and it's the tie spinner, which is a hilarious shot type. And I'll be honest, the boosts don't help you that much with the tie spinner. Don't help me. I suck at the tie spinner.
This for birdie.
But anyway, that's enough about the bad stuff. I will say one thing is, what I'm surprised of, I see a lot of people have a lot of trouble with the putting rhythm in that game. And that's just the speed at which you move the stick forward on your downswing. But yeah, I see a lot of people have trouble with that. And I have absolutely no trouble with it at all. I have trouble pulling or pushing or, stuff like that.
The tee shot must.
This should be just fine.
But yeah. And I put out a review for it. I kind of want to take it down because I don't think I did a very good job.
I'm calling sand on this one.
Well.
Kelly, this one is in the sand.
It's in the bunker. I was gonna say I can skip this hole. Because I feel like, I did go through everything. And it was a longer video. It's probably the longest review you can find of the game on there. I went through everything, like all the shot types, all the ones I had anyway, which was most of them. Everything they've changed from 23 to this one, the modes and and all that kind of stuff. The graphics, the issues that it has at launch, what they did. I went through everything, but I don't know, just for some reason it feels like it's so
Not gonna be happy with this.
like messy, I can't get over this. Okay. What the hell? Woods. What kind of shot was that? Alright, we gotta hit like a 80%er.
Headed for the green, I believe. This is a makeable putt. I suppose they all are, but it won't be easy.
That was a great shot from that line.
Alright, well, nobody made it on the green, so. Chance to tie, I guess. Oh, come on.
Montgomery needs to make this for par.
Should be happy with par
Damn
there.
it.
Tiger Woods for par.
You got a tiger? Oh, yeah.
Got it
A
up
foot
and
and a
down
half.
for par.
Hole
Well,
is
it's
head.
neck and neck in this session. Everything's tied up.
Right. Overall, though, PGA Tour 2K25,
This par 3.
I do fully feel that it is probably, gameplay-wise, the best golf game to come out. It really is. The gameplay in that is phenomenal. The swing is really good. There's a few issues with the animation when you're on a lie that's the ball's really low below your feet. It's just like your guy's just like standing with his club straight down, and you know, that funny animation, but you can overlook that easily. Like the ball reacts so like, oh, it's almost dead. So it's so realistic the way the ball reacts now. Like it rivals EA for the ball physics. Oh,
Pretty good effort from there.
I would say they probably still aren't right there at EA's level with ball physics when it comes to the ball reacting when it rolls, let's say, you know, like on the edge of the rough into the, you know, because that, if it rolls slowly and hits the edge of the rough or the fringe, you know how it'll push the ball a little bit the other way. You know, that's what EA would do. With 2Ks, it'll kind of just run through a little bit. And then, but I will say 2K doesn't have the problem.
What a nice looking
Oh, come
putt. That
on.
was very close to
Where
drop.
you would go onto a links course and every shot would run 150 yards. Well, that's maybe an exact, but 100 yards, and it's just like,
Shouldn't be a problem from this close. Gets his par.
you know, they don't have that. The career mode is still lacking. The followers and the whole interview thing
Spectacular.
is kind of like, here's something to tide you over, you know.
You should be happy with this. Not
It's
great.
not anything that really helps you. It'll give you, like, you'll get more followers, and there's just an achievement to get to 10 million followers. Once you get to that, it doesn't matter. You can get like attribute boosts once in a while from it, but you can get that from
This won't make things any easier.
the
that's for sure.
pre-round practice that you do, 4-hole practice, which is a really cool and really nice thing that they've added. And then the training is a really cool, really nice thing that they've added too. Unfortunately, once you're kind of at that 90 or higher overall, you do not need any of them. They don't give you anything after that. The only thing that's helpful is when you're doing the pre-round or the pre-tournament practice, is when it's a sponsor thing, because your sponsors level up insanely slow.
I think this is going to be harder than expected.
And so doing those is good once you've gotten to that 90 overall, because that'll still give you some stuff.
Oh, don't be surprised if this one finds the water.
Really? How in the hell is it that short? I mean, it's 20 yards, 30 yards short. Whatever.
This won't make things
At least
any
you went in the
easier,
water,
that's
too.
for sure.
Should be happy with this approach.
Yeah, don't care. Tiger's the only one on this hole. But, yeah, so that's unfortunate. Another thing, the interviews.
Definitely find the dance floor with this shot.
They repeat after you've played maybe 10 tournaments. They repeat already. It's like, you guys didn't do enough, like,
Not much of a problem.
conversations to cover 10 tournaments or more than 10 tournaments, like,
Gotta be careful
because it's
here.
already
This one's going
repeating.
great
It's lazy.
This could be close.
And then with the trophies, so every trophy that's not a real
Solid
event
effort. That was real close to dropping.
is the exact same trophy. They're the exact same. And the trophies still look a little
That's well
plastic,
done for par.
so that's an unfortunate one.
This
But
for
like overall, it's a decent presentation.
Nothing
but it still lacks a good bit in that department. Way better, miles ahead of 23s. But they can definitely add some more there. And then they really need to add more. If they're going to keep it, they need to add more to like Top Golf, because that is so boring.
The 15th is a
But it'll be like, but I'm going to have to do it because you have to beat somebody online.
That's found the rough.
And that's an achievement you get. And that achievement and the hole-in-one achievement will probably be the two hardest ones for me to get.
This will work out just
I've gotten
fine
close
for
to a hole-in-one. I hit the middle of the stick and because it was just going so fast, it just popped out. But eventually we'll get one.
He's got his work cut out for him.
Tell you what, it's very strange the way they play some of these holes. He took a wedge.
Let's see what happens from this spot.
Oh yeah, one more thing about the career mode. So the rivals, it's the exact same thing. So that's just boring.
Should get a clean
The
sweep on
highlights
this
from the rivals and any other thing is the exact same thing. They never fixed it. If they're in a bunker, it's going in. It's like, really? If they're chipping, 99% of the time it's going in. It's so weird. The leaderboards are screwed up. I think the leaderboards are actually more screwed up in this one than they were in 23. Because in this one, it'll be like,
This might be headed for the bunker.
damn it.
Scott, this one is in the sand.
Yeah, I didn't mean to go 76. I wanted to go like 90. Let's say I'm in the lead at minus 10 after 2 rounds.
This is a makeable putt.
Second place will be minus 8. Third place will be minus 6. And then fourth place will be plus 2. And it's like, what the hell? But then, like, if I'm plus 5 after 2 rounds, I'll be in like 15th place when the leader's minus 12. And it's like, it's just so weird.
We just don't have any clue at all how a ball will come out of a lie like this.
I can't believe that shot. Well played.
And then, unfortunately, it does have performance issues. It had massive screen tearing. They seem to have fixed it, but now it just stutters a lot.
Car there.
So, that's unfortunate. But hopefully that kind of thing they can fix pretty quickly. Alright, we win this one, we win it. I will say, when it comes to these games, I really do hate it when it's more than 9 holes of match play. It just takes so long. It's like, oh my god.
Hit a long
If
way
you didn't
down the
have
right
to
side.
watch, and I might just be able to go into settings, you know, and change it, but if you didn't have to watch every single shot of everybody else, it'd be a little better.
That's a good way to start this hole.
Come on, USA, USA. But the ranked matchmaking is the exact same in 2K25 as it was in 23. The only thing I wish they would do is when ranked, I wish if you start, like, so they have bogey, par, birdie, eagle, albatross, condor. I wish if you were in bogey, par, and birdie, it was on those settings that they're on, which is pro. But then once you got
It's on
to
the green, but a long way from the
eagle,
hole.
albatross, and condor, eagle and albatross was master, and then condor was legendary. I wish they did that, because it can get kind of stale when you know the only thing that's going to change when I go up a rank is I might get harder opponents. You know, when that's the only thing, it's kind of like, I don't really care. And that's really why I stopped playing the ranked mode in 23. How does that go over the green? Is because it was just like kind of got stale. Divot Derby is really fun when you're playing with real people. I was watching a streamer and they're like, hey, if anyone's watching, join the match when we do to try to get full lobbies. So we did that, got pretty much full lobbies, and it's really fun when you actually have real people in there. Unfortunately, if you don't do that, it's like 80% bots. So it's actually really easy to win.
That's a
Good
good
putt.
putt from that distance.
The ranked tours is really fun. I don't know how I'm at Condor in ranked matches. I haven't placed that well in any but one of them. I think it's just because I've played most of them.
Just left for par.
But that's a really fun
Gets it far.
thing to do. I'll be playing the dailies
Looking for
after
par.
this one, after I record this.
This match.
But yeah, and then, you know, with the archetypes in 25 actually mattering, they actually matter in that game, whereas 23, it was nothing. It's really 17 close. And in the back of the... Okay. But yeah, because 23, you could choose Powerhouse and get all the fittings to make it a technician that hits it really far. Or you could... Nice shot, Tiger. Thank you. Saved me out there. Saving me. Or you could choose a technician and get all power fittings to make it a Powerhouse technician. And you can... Because of the way your attributes are distributed, you can't really do that in here. And your fittings don't do nearly as much. So it's like, if I put all power fittings in my driver, if there's I believe there's 5 slots, but they only do like +2 or +3. I can't remember where it starts out, but I think you can only get to like +6 right now or something like that. So you're only going to get an extra, you know, like 12 yards or something. It's not going to be like you're going to hit an extra 30. Alright. I was worried about it going too far. So. Oh, come on.
For par.
That's fine. We win. I just got to make my
It's not a
putt.
difficult putt, but it is going to break, and it's going to break to the right.
This U.S. team is playing some amazing golf. They really seem unbeatable at this point.
I mean, it halved right there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end this video. When we come back, we're doing day 2 Fourballs. Oh my god, so another hour of this, of doing that, and then foursomes and singles. Alright, well, we got 3 more videos of this game coming up, so, and we're leading 5-3, so hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you.